Hey Royals, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Josette. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about, the sun is coming up. So I am in Georgia. I'm normally from Toronto, Ontario, but I'm visiting family in Georgia and the sun just came out and it's like 20 degrees. Back home, there's a snowstorm and it's like probably -2, -3. So I can't wait to go outside later and play some tennis. Take my kids for a walk around the neighborhood with their grandma. Warm weather makes me happy. So let's get into my postpartum hair loss. Postpartum hair loss happens to all women after they give birth. For me, it's always been between 3 and 6 months. I think that's pretty much the standard time frame. But it can be more intense for some women and less intense for others. You really don't know what you're going to get. For me, I would say it's mild, just because other people don't really notice it, but I notice it because obviously I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I know what my edges look like when I'm not experiencing postpartum hair loss, but it is a normal part of the postpartum experience. Don't let, like, say you're pregnant but you want to get locks, don't be discouraged by that. I wouldn't even advise you to wait until after you give birth because either way you're going to experience postpartum hair loss. Now with my first son, I experienced postpartum hair loss and because I wasn't prepared for it, it kind of took me back because I was losing hair at my temples. But now for my second, I was a lot more prepared. I knew it was going to happen around the 3-month mark, and that's when it started. So the symptoms for me was a sore scalp around my temples and also at the crown of my head, which didn't happen with my first one. There was a lot of flaking around this area, and I felt that my edges were really brittle, almost straw-like. So what I've been doing, or what I was doing now, it's pretty much over. I don't have a sore scalp anymore and my hair is growing back, and I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, I've been applying castor oil to my edges about twice a week. I've been also wearing a bonnet a lot more often to prevent friction. And when I was doing my retie, I kept my edges a lot looser. So instead of doing the full rotation and really tightening it, I just left that last one alone. So it was a lot looser around my edges just to avoid any more breakage, because that area is already really tender and your hair is basically breaking off. So doing a retie really tight is not a good idea, and you could lose a lock. I haven't lost any locks, so that's good. I think that's because of what I did to make sure that my edges don't have even more tension on them. Okay, so to all of the mamas or mamas to be or second time moms who are about to go through postpartum hair loss with locks, remember that this is not permanent. This is it only lasts about 3 months, and then your edges will start to grow back. Jamaican black castor oil is your best friend. Low tension hairstyles, not doing a retie too tight. If you go to a loctician, tell them that you're experiencing postpartum hair loss and to keep the perimeter of your hair looser than the rest of your hair, because you definitely want to prevent any unnecessary or extra breakage, because it's a very brittle area during this time. So this is what mine looks like. As you can see, it's growing back in now. This used to be like a lot more sparse, but yeah, this area here, it's not tender at all anymore. And then also on this side, it's growing back in now, but it was sparse here and a lot more bald basically. But I'm 5 months postpartum now and it's growing back in, so really it only lasted about 2 months. It's a lot easier to manage the second time around because I knew what I was in for, but if you're a first time mom, definitely brace yourself because it can be a little bit shocking to lose your hair, especially with locks, because obviously you're worried about your locks breaking off. As you can see, I have some bulges here. That's just showing my growth. So during pregnancy, I had a lot of growth, and then postpartum, you can see right where it started thinning, right there. See that? That's just part of the journey. And now it's thickening up again. So this will pass as well. I just wanted to encourage anyone. I did get some questions about postpartum, so just take care of your hair, take extra care of your hair, be gentle with your hair, no tension, like I said, and you will be fine. So that is it for this video. I just wanted to give you a really quick update on postpartum before I'm way past this point in time. Yeah, so that is it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!